What's up, this is Valoramous. In today's music producer tutorial, I'm going to discuss the art and science of collaboration. So recently I was approached by a fellow artist to collaborate on a track, and this producer produced music in a different genre than I, so it presented me with a dilemma, or not really a dilemma, but more of a interesting scenario, because I was going to be forced out of my comfort zone to collaborate. Now, collaborations can be both an art and a science. I think it can be a science if both parties are on the same page and agree to how the collaboration should proceed. But it's also an art because you must remain flexible throughout the process, because both artists ultimately have a different vision for not only their artist projects, but also maybe the track in general. And it is here where I would suggest bringing in a bit of science into the collaboration process, and that is by incrementally introducing elements into the mix and maybe passing that project back and forth. Now, this can also be a science because if you have two different digital audio workstations or DAWs, I do not recommend you continuously pass back and forth stems. In that case, your collaboration process should be fewer passbacks or handovers. But if you're using the same DAW, then you can pass the project back and forth numerous times. And what I'd recommend here, and this is where maybe the art comes into play, is one person adds their vision for the track with, say, a bass line, and then you pass that to the next producer or the collaboration partner, and the other collaboration partner would then add maybe chords, and then he or she passes it back, and then the other collaboration partner adds drums and then passes it back, and then the other collaboration partner adds a melody and then passes it back, and then you keep doing this until you have a solid general idea, either an 8-bar or 16-bar loop. And then at this point it becomes more of a science. You can pass it to one collaboration partner to complete the arrangement, and you pass it back and then complete a full mix down and master. And during this process, it's also an art because it's project management, which again is both art and science. But during the project management process of completing the track, whichever producer is doing the mix and then maybe the master, the other producer should be doing something related to marketing and strategy and creating the album artwork, the cover, researching record labels if you plan to release with a record label or desire to release with a record label, creating social media content, videos. You can create videos without the final track, and then you can overlay the final track once you have a completed master. So there's numerous things that you can be doing in the collaboration process if you are not actively working on the track. So just keep that in mind, and remember, it's art and it's science. You must be flexible, but ultimately both parties must have a little bit of a compromise and come to an agreement on the direction and overall vision for this track. So there you have it. If you have any other tips on what your experience was like collaborating, I know collaborations can be both exciting but also frustrating, please leave those in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.